So what's up, guys? This is Daniel and Houston from Arms Family Homestead, and today this is all about guard dogs, about Callie and Bear.
That's right. So today's video, we're gonna debunk the biggest myth about livestock guard dogs and kind of talk about our take on how we view livestock guard dogs and how we handle it and what we do. Because you guys know we've got goats, we've got a herd of meat goats. And if you're gonna have goats or sheep on your property, it's probably a good idea to have some sort of livestock guard dog.
Guess what? Did you just see that? Look, he is hitting that little goat. Come here, Bear. Hey, Bear. Good boy.
So this is Bear. You guys are very familiar with Bear. He's like the number one
Best dog.
most loved character, except maybe Houston on our channel. Bear is our goat livestock guard dog. He is half Anatolian Shepherd and half random neighbor dog. Now get down, get down, get down, get down. So what's the biggest myth about livestock guard dogs? Do you guys know? Huh? The biggest myth that people always say, you can't be friendly. You can't treat a livestock guard dog like a pet.
You always need a guard dog for your stuff because they gotta keep your things safe.
That's right.
And our big Billy goat, he been tearing up our barn.
So as far as livestock guard dogs go, that's Bear. He's our Anatolian Shepherd mix. Like I said, he's just half breed, but he's a great livestock guard dog. We got Bear from a friend of ours that also raises goats. Bear was born at the barn and raised at the barn. But that doesn't mean he's not friendly with us.
Well, Jim is running with Bear. Having fun.
Come here, sit, Bear. Good boy. So the myth is, as I was saying, that you need a livestock guard dog to be with your animals, but you don't want them to be human friendly necessarily. You don't want to get out there and play with them and love on them. Well, that is just a complete myth in my opinion. Now, let me go into a little bit more detail and explain. Bear, as I said, was raised at the barn. It's very important if you get a livestock guard dog that they're imprinted with the livestock. So if you bring home an 8, 10, 12-week-old puppy that's never been with livestock and you just take him in the house, they will imprint on people very quickly. So for the first, oh, you like your ear scratch, Bear? You like that? Oh yeah, you do, huh? So for the first several months of their life, they definitely need to be with livestock full time. You don't want to spend a lot of time with them. You can go down and pet them, you can love on them, but you don't want them to imprint on you first. You want them to imprint on your livestock, sheep, goats, whatever it is. And then as they grow, they'll get progressively more and more friendly. If you spend a little bit of time with them, go out and love on them when you feed them a little bit, that's okay. It just frustrates me when people say, don't ever go out and pet your livestock guard dog.
He has some really big, sharp teeth. They're giant.
Sit, Bear. Good boy. Good boy. You need some loving? Oh yeah, you're a good boy, aren't you, Bear? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So we actually have 2 livestock guard dogs. You guys rarely ever see our other one. Our other livestock guard dog is Callie, and she's a Great Pyrenees. Callie doesn't stay at the barn. She doesn't stay out in the pasture with the goats, hardly ever. But we got Callie way before we got goats. We always had miniature dachshunds, as you can see. Gemma's running around here somewhere. That's Emily's little dachshund. We had several little bitty miniature dachshunds over the years. Before we got a livestock guard dog, before we got Callie, we were having problems with coyotes coming up and they would attack our little baby dogs, our little small house dogs. So we got Callie, and that's why she's not really imprinted with the goats. That doesn't mean she doesn't do her job around here protecting animals. Callie spends a lot of time outside at night. Houston?
What?
I can't see you, bud. If you're gonna be standing there, you gotta be in the video, okay?
Okay.
Callie spends a lot of time outside roaming around at night. Anytime there's, you know, a coyote howls in the distance or anything, she's roaming the perimeter. Callie's kind of a perimeter animal. Bear, this guy here, stays with the goats. He lives at the barn. We love on him and stuff, but we keep him locked up with the goats. He stays with them when they're pinned up. So it's very important, if you're gonna get a livestock guard dog, if it's your very first one, Bear slobbers. Look at this nasty, gross. It's very important with a young puppy. So if you're gonna bring him out here and lock him up for the first time, you're probably gonna wanna like put him in a pen next to your goats or sheep, just so they can get familiar with what they are. Livestock guard dogs really don't mature very fast. It takes about 2 years before you can really trust a livestock guard dog. That's why we got Bear when we did, because Callie, our first dog, is about 10 or 12 years old now, and we knew she was getting old. We didn't want to be in a position where if something happened to her one day and we lost her, that we didn't have another livestock guard dog. So we got Bear. He's about 2 years old now, and I 100% fully trust him with the goats. But the thing is if you're gonna bring a brand new puppy in, when they get to that teenage phase, you know how dogs are. There's a dog right there. That's not even a teenager yet. That is not a livestock guard dog either. But anyways, dogs are just like teenagers. So when they get to that 6 month to like 18-month-old time frame, you really can't trust them with baby kids or baby lambs, because they'll get out there and they want to play. They want to play and wrestle, and a lot of times you'll see them, they'll grab a hold of a baby goat or a sheep and they'll toss them up in the air. They'll get their nose under their belly and flip them up in the air, and they can be really rough on them. But like I said, they're just teenagers. You got to get through that phase. What do you have to do to train a livestock guard dog? Well, if you go out and you find the right breed, if you do your research, find the right breed for the animals you're wanting to keep. Don't get like a herding animal. Don't get like an Australian Shepherd and expect them to protect your animals, because they're herding animals. Go out, do your research, find a good livestock guard breed. It's bred into them. That's just what they do. Like with Bear, he's only half Anatolian Shepherd, but he knows his job. I mean, it was just instinct from pretty early on in life. He was born at the barn. He was raised at the barn. And even so, when we turn the goats out and they go out on pasture, Bear here travels with them. He goes out and just kind of hangs out with them. There's, you know, different characters for different dogs, different breeds. Some breeds of livestock guard dogs will do like Callie does and kind of stay out on the perimeter and really not spend a lot of time with the animals, but they're still protecting them. And then you got some like Bear here, who he just stays right with the goats. I've shared a few trail camera pictures where I showed like a coyote was at the trail camera site, and then just a few hours later you can see Bear was leading the pack. He was leading the whole herd of goats into that field, and he walked right to where that coyote had probably peed on the ground or something and sniffed it out. So I know he's on duty doing his job when we're not watching. Ain't that right, Bear? So as far as I know, Bear, like I said, Bear's 2 years old. I've never actually known for a fact that he's been attacked or attacked coyotes or anything like that. He's just got that real deep, really, you know, big dog bark. So coyotes kind of stay at bay. They don't really come close. And when they do come around within, you know, range at night where he can hear them, he takes off and barks at them, him and Callie, don't you? And they kind of just basically do their job by keeping the predators pushed away. Like I said, the biggest myth, I get so tired of people saying you shouldn't spend time with your livestock guard dog. Don't ever love on your livestock guard dog. And Bear right here 100% proves that. He's proved it for a long time now. You guys have seen him in so many of my videos. He's the most loving, playful, just fun dog to be around. He would make, honestly, an incredible house dog. He would be a very good pet. But he knows his job is down here protecting the goats, spending time with the goats, and he does a very good job of it. And when we come to the barn, he loves on us. He loves on Houston. I mean, he's almost as big as Houston, but he just loves to play. He's still got a little bit of puppy in him, but he's mature. He's a great dog, and we love him. And you guys love Bear. I get so many great comments from my subscribers talking about how awesome Bear is, and he is a great dog. Get yourself a good livestock guard dog. Make sure you imprint them with your livestock early on. Keep them at the barn. You can play with them, you can love on them, give them treats and all that stuff. You want them to know that you're in charge, that you're the leader, and that they have a job to do, and their job is to protect these guys. So, anyways, Houston is wanting to show you guys something really bad.
I'm in the hay.
What are you doing in there?
Nothing, playing.
Stomping on the goat's hay. There's Gemma.
Yeah.